Welcome to SciSage, where everything is simple. You know that feeling, right, when you just feel off? Your brain's in a fog, your body is completely exhausted, but you still can't sleep. That feeling of being totally out of sync? Well, that's your internal body clock, and it's pretty much screaming for help. So whether you're battling jet lag, you're working the night shift, or you just have a schedule that's all over the place, we are going to break down exactly how to get it back on track.
And let's be crystal clear about this. The stakes are incredibly high. This isn't just about feeling a little tired. I mean, look at this. When your internal clock is chronically out of whack, what scientists call circadian dyssynchrony, it actually compromises your safety, your productivity, and your long-term health. We're literally talking about an increased risk of accidents, a major drop in performance, and a higher chance of developing some really serious health issues.
So what exactly is this system anyway? Think of it like an invisible clock, a master governor that, when it's working right, pretty much dictates every single aspect of our daily lives. Okay, so deep inside your brain, in this tiny little area of the hypothalamus called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, yeah, it's a mouthful, you have this master clock. This is your circadian rhythm. The best way to think about it is like the conductor of a massive orchestra. It's coordinating thousands of things, from when you feel sleepy or alert to your hormone levels, even your body temperature. And it's all trying to stay in perfect time with the 24-hour day and night cycle of the Earth. When your clock is synchronized with the world, you feel it, you know? You're alert, you're productive, your mood is stable, you feel healthy. But when it gets desynchronized, ugh, you're just constantly fighting this uphill battle against fatigue, brain fog, and poor performance. It really is the difference between thriving and just surviving. So what throws a wrench in this amazing, finely tuned machine? Well, our modern world has basically created two main culprits that send our internal clocks spinning into total chaos. First up, you've got jet lag. As the Cleveland Clinic explains it, this is a straight-up conflict between your internal clock and the new time zone you just flew into. Your body is screaming, "Hey, it's 3 a.m.," while the local time is 3 in the afternoon. And here's a little pro tip for you. Traveling east is generally harder. Why? Because our bodies find it way easier to stay up later than to try and force ourselves to go to sleep earlier. Then the second major problem is shift work sleep disorder, which hits anyone whose job forces them to fight that natural day-night cycle. Now, to understand what's broken, you first have to see what a healthy cycle is supposed to look like. So in the evening, your brain starts releasing melatonin. That's the sleep hormone that signals it's time for bed. As you fall into deep sleep, your body gets to work on physical restoration. Later in the night, REM sleep takes over, and that's absolutely crucial for locking in memories and processing emotions. Then finally, as morning comes, your melatonin levels drop, and your body naturally gets ready to wake up feeling alert and refreshed. So if the clock is internal, right, deep in your brain, how does it know what time it is outside? The answer is one single powerful signal: light. Seriously, more than anything else, light exposure is what tells your brain to either wake up or shut down. It's what synchronizes your entire biology with the world around you.
So, this brings us to the most important part, right? What can you actually do about it? The good news is you are not powerless here. By understanding this whole mechanism, you can take back control. So here are 6 science-backed strategies to reset your clock and get back in sync.
Let's just dive right into them. All right, the first and honestly the most powerful strategy is managing your light exposure. Since light is the main cue, you got to use it strategically. During whatever counts as your day, get as much bright, natural sunlight as you possibly can. This sends a strong wake-up signal to your brain. Then, as you start to wind down for your night, you do the complete opposite. Dim the lights, use warm, kind of amber-colored bulbs to mimic a sunset. This tells your brain, okay, it's time to start making that melatonin. Tip number 2, you have to understand your relationship with caffeine. So throughout the day, as your brain is working, it produces this chemical called adenosine. And this adenosine just builds and builds and builds, creating what scientists call sleep pressure. It's simple. The more adenosine you have floating around, the sleepier you feel. So, where does caffeine fit into all this? Well, here's the kicker. It doesn't actually give you energy. No, instead what it does is it blocks those adenosine receptors. It's kind of like putting earmuffs on your brain so it can't hear the signals that are screaming, "I'm tired." This is exactly why caffeine is so good at keeping you awake, but it's also why it can absolutely destroy your sleep if you don't time it right. Okay, the next 2 strategies are all about creating powerful habits.
Tip number 3, master your routine. Your body loves consistency. So try your best to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every single day. Yes, even on your days off. And fourth, build a sleep sanctuary. This means your bedroom needs to be cool, dark, and quiet. Even using calming colors can help. And this is critical. Your bed is only for sleep and, well, intimacy. That's it. This trains your brain to associate your bed with one thing and one thing only: rest.
Tip 5 is super simple. Move your body. Being physically active during your day phase, whatever that is for you, helps regulate all your body's systems. And it builds up a really strong, healthy sleep drive for your night. This just makes it so much easier to fall asleep and actually stay asleep when the time comes.
And our final tip might just be the most counterintuitive one of all. Don't force sleep. I know, it sounds weird, but experts all agree if you're lying there awake after about 20 minutes, get out of bed. Just go to another room, do something calming in low light, read a book, stretch a little, until you actually feel sleepy again. Lying in bed stressing about not sleeping, that only makes everything worse. So let's bring this all home. Mastering your circadian rhythm isn't about fighting against your own biology. It's about understanding it and then giving it the right cues at the right time.
Look, your body's internal clock is this ancient, incredibly powerful force, but you are not at its mercy. By managing your light, being smart with caffeine, building consistent routines, and creating a calm environment, you give yourself the power to work with your biology, guiding it back to that healthy, synchronized rhythm.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Your body operates on a clock that has been fine-tuned over millions of years of evolution. Is your modern schedule even listening to it?